Hello and welcome. You know, today we're peeling back the layers on a fruit you think you know inside and out, the banana. It's probably in your kitchen right now, but I guarantee it's hiding some pretty wild secrets. So let's dive right in.
All right, here's what we've got on tap. We're gonna start by completely shattering your idea of what a banana is. Then we'll look at the recipe for growing the perfect one. After that, we'll take a peek inside the peel, check out the wider banana family, and finally, see which countries are the heavyweights in the banana game.
Okay, first up, a banana isn't what it seems. Seriously, let's deconstruct this thing, because some of the most common beliefs about it are just, well, they're wrong.
So I have to ask you, straight up, do you really know what a banana is? Because the reality is so much cooler and weirder than what most of us have been led to believe.
Okay, get ready for the first big shocker. You know that banana tree you always picture? Yeah, that's not a tree at all. It's probably the biggest myth about bananas out there.
So if it's not a tree, what in the world is it? Botanically, it's an herb. You heard me right. In fact, the banana plant is the largest, the biggest, herbaceous flowering plant on the planet. It's technically in the same family as like ginger or turmeric. Wild, right?
And that thing that looks like a trunk, it's not made of wood. It's called a pseudostem, which is basically just a fancy term for a bunch of leaves rolled up super tightly together. It's actually more like a giant stalk of celery than an oak tree.
Okay, so the plant's an herb, but what about the banana itself? Well, I hope you're sitting down for surprise number 2, because that banana you're eating is, scientifically speaking, a berry. Yep, a berry. Just like a grape or a blueberry.
And this is the really cool part. Ever wonder why you don't find any big, crunchy seeds in your banana? That's because they're a special type of berry called a parthenocarpic berry. All that means is the fruit develops without needing to be fertilized. And that little biological trick is exactly why they're so perfectly smooth and easy to eat.
So now that we know a banana is actually a berry from a giant herb, let's move on. How do we make more of them? Let's check out the perfect recipe for growing bananas.
You know, just like baking a cake, you need the right ingredients. For bananas, you need a warm, humid, tropical climate. They hate the cold. The soil has to be deep and full of good stuff. And here's the kicker, since they don't have viable seeds, you can't plant them. Instead, you grow new plants from a piece of an existing one. They're all basically clones. And this leads to a continuous harvest. Once you cut down a stalk, a new one just grows right up to take its place.
Okay, so we know what it is and how it grows. But why should we even eat them? Time for Section 3, What's Inside the Peel. Let's look at why this fruit is such a nutritional powerhouse. I mean, we all know bananas are famous for potassium, right? It's their claim to fame, great for your muscles and heart. But that's just the start. They're also loaded with carbohydrates for a quick energy boost, magnesium, a bunch of B vitamins, and of course, a healthy dose of fiber and starch.
And here's a little pro tip for you. See a banana that's still a little bit green? Don't skip it. Green bananas are packed with something called resistant starch. It basically acts like a prebiotic fiber, which is fantastic for your gut health. So believe it or not, how ripe your banana is actually changes the benefits you get from it.
Now, you might think a banana is just a banana, but that's not even close to the whole story. Let's dive into Section 4, the banana family, and meet some of the relatives. The yellow banana that you see everywhere, that's called the Cavendish. It totally dominates the world market. But there are hundreds of other types. You've got sweeter ones like the Prata or the Masa, which is also called the apple banana, and then you have the starchy Terra, which you probably know better as a plantain, perfect for frying up. Each one is a totally different experience.
This fruit is a massive deal all over the world. So for our last section, let's zoom all the way out and see who the real global banana giants are. The countries cranking these things out on an unbelievable scale.
And just look at this chart. The numbers are staggering. India is the undisputed king of banana production, with China right behind. I mean, between just those two countries, the amount grown is incredible, though most of it is actually eaten right there at home. Indonesia is also a huge producer, rounding out the top 3. And the list of heavy hitters doesn't stop there. You've also got other major players like Brazil, Ecuador, which exports a ton of its bananas, and the Philippines. It really is a fruit that feeds the entire globe.
So there you have it. The banana isn't a fruit from a tree. It's a seedless berry that grows on a giant herb. It's a clone, a nutritional workhorse, and a massive global commodity. It just shows you how much amazing stuff is hiding in plain sight. And it makes you wonder, what other secrets are hidden in your food?